Prince Harry is branded Mr. Nonsense after telling anyone who is unhappy at work that they should just quit. Basically, Harry is born a royal. He was born fabulously wealthy. He's never worked a day in his life and never will. And, you know, we've all had to work our whole lives. I started working at the age of 12 delivering papers, and I never stopped. So, and all work is not fabulous. So you have to learn to adjust to work. And the work is always changing. You adjust yourself to work, and it's not always fun. You can't just quit. And so I'm wondering if the under 25 crowd, it's the under 25 crowd in the USA who thinks Harry and Meghan are awesome. And I wonder if they think that Harry is Mr. Nonsense. Because that's their crowd. The other thing that we have going on is Meghan is off the rails after being laughed out of Hollywood. Well, why did that happen? Well, Meghan, she went on the Ellen show, and Ellen being Ellen, she had her do all kinds of silly stunts. And I don't fault Ellen for this, but what happens with these shows is it has become very popular for presidential candidates to go on late night television. And like Bill Clinton, he played the saxophone. People loved it because they're very regal, they're very presidential, and you get to see the other side of them. That's the whole point, that Meghan is going to be very humanized. She's the Duchess, and she's going to be very humanized. Well, I think people don't see her as the Duchess. So she came off as a fool. So she was instructed with a microphone in her ear by Ellen. Ellen was calling all the shots to act in a variety of bizarre ways while visiting unsuspecting vendors at the Warner Brothers lot. So these are vendors. They're not even like regular people, and I think they were probably tipped off. First, Markle approached a salesperson who was selling crystals, shouting, "Good energy," as she touched the stones. Then she says, "I have healing powers. Can you feel my powers?" Then she picked up one of the larger crystals, held it against her head, and began chanting and humming loudly. Then she moved on to someone who was selling hot sauces and said, "Let mommy taste some." And this is scripted by Ellen. And then she says, she told Meghan to ask for something real hot. Mommy wants some heat. And then she was acting like the famous one is she was acting like a cat, and she was crouching down in her skirt, which seemed kind of too much. Then Ellen had her acting like a chipmunk for the vendor who sold cookies. And then she had her saying that she was a cat, meow, meow, meow. So a lot of people are saying that this went off really badly for her. And what that says to me is Meghan is not regal enough. People don't view Meghan as regal. And then so when she acts the fool, they don't feel that she's more human. They think that she's a fool.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling the Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who buy me a cup of tea. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. So, the first question I want to ask is Harry Mr. Nonsense still to the under 25 crowd? Because I was just chatting with a dude who was 25 the other day, and I was talking to him about Joe Biden. And he's like, yeah, I don't pay attention. And I think they mostly don't pay attention because they just have other things going on. And you kind of get interested in what's going on with the world later. But they're also just very influenced by those around them. They're trying to be cool. They're trying to make their way in the world. Is Harry Mr. Nonsense still to the under 25 crowd? Because that's their demographic. That's Meghan and Harry's demographic. So do they view Harry as Mr. Nonsense, or do they just love what he says because he talks woke speak? Let's see. Olive tree, emotions. Devil. Selfish. Player. One thing I notice is it's all jacks. There's 2 jacks here. There's a queen. There's no kings. Jacks are very youthful. They're youths. They're neither male nor female, but they're youthful energy. So the under 25 crowd, people view Harry as very youthful. Okay, and they're viewing him as an actor. He doesn't really mean the things he says, and he'll lie to you. It's not truthful. And the new thing with the woke crowd is they will straight up lie to your face, and they know it, and facts are racist, and they're inconvenient, and he's playing all those games. Those are the woke games. They scream and they cry and they stamp their feet for change, and then you say, well, what do you want us to do? And they have no idea. They just want to cry and scream and demand change. And that's the Greta Thunbergs of the world. They don't know what they want. They're children. And they're just pretending that you're a bad person. So what do we have here? Olive tree, deeply rooted. This is his demographic. He's speaking very emotionally. And this is what's happening right now. 10 and 10, 20, 5 spades. He just talks about the problems, just problems, no solutions. So it's purely emotional speaking. Trinity, kind of taking advantage of the times and everything going on. Devil, again, not very truthful. It's not about the truth. It's about emotions and feelings. And feelings are not facts. Facts are not feelings. So even the under 25 crowd, it's manipulation. They realize that he's speaking just emotionally and not factually, and he will straight up lie. And we have Meghan with her 17 mistruths on the Oprah interview, which became 18 mistruths, and that still hasn't crashed them yet. That, any kind of politician who did that, it should end their career to be exposed for all those lies. But it hasn't ended Meghan or Harry yet. It's damaged them a little bit because they're older people who are like, that's not cool. You can't just lie to people. Finger of God, he's being influenced from the outside. He's like Meghan's hand puppet. Scourge, just doing it over and over this can be about climate change. This can be about the situation, about the situation. Harry is somebody who has the power to change things. Okay, he doesn't have to stand there and shake his fist and stamp his feet, helplessly. He's somebody who can change things. Son exposing things, and he's a spokesperson. He's an actor. So overwhelmingly, it's very opportunistic. This can also be to make money. The devil will do whatever to get what he or she wants. Meghan often comes up with the devil. It's interesting Harry's coming up with the devil, but he's being influenced. This could be Meghan, but it's on top of Harry's head. I'm asking about Harry, and he's an actor. So people, even the under 25 crowd, realizes that Harry is the hand puppet of Meghan. And everybody is starting to realize that now, and that's a really bad look for a man. That's a really bad look for a man. I think a woman can get away with that, saying, well, my husband is dominating me, and, there's nothing I can do, and blah, 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 and play the victim. I don't think a man can do that. No one respects a man who is dominated by a woman. So was Meghan's Ellen Show appearance a disaster? Because there's the news stream, and then there's what people actually think. And the news, it's an echo chamber. The news stream may just be other journalists, other social media people, pinging off of each other. That happens with me. That happens with everybody in media who's watching, who's really reading the articles. They bounce off of each other. So to the public, was Meghan's Ellen Show appearance a disaster? Big change. Transformation on an ongoing basis. Ooh. Because the worst thing that can happen for an actor or an actress is to be seen acting, to be to see behind the curtain, and you look at the actor or actress and you say, oh, they're acting. You know, that's not really them. It breaks the third wall. And that's what people are saying about this. Megan came off fake, like she wasn't enjoying it, like she wasn't real. So was this a disaster? Big change, transformation on an ongoing basis. It's transforming her path forward. So it's all cumulative, like math, 13, 4 heart, and the people who love Megan. So I think this was a problem. It didn't work out well for Megan. Manifesting changes and blockages, 10, 23, and 11, 34. 34, 9 diamonds in communication. Building on the foundation, on the spine, manifesting, building on the spine. Yeah, she's just creating problems for herself. She's, on an ongoing basis, she's creating problems for herself. So that was a flop. They're not going to judge her just on the Ellen show appearance, but people didn't like it. It did not come off well. And so the death knell for somebody, for an actor or an actress, is to come off fake. Did people feel that she came off as fake, disingenuous, fake, like she was acting? Okay, the other really terrible thing you never want to see with an actor, if you're watching an actor on the stage and they're playing like a minor role and they don't have to speak at that moment, and you look at them and their head is empty when they're not speaking, oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. The wind blowing through their ears, that's the worst kind of actor or actress. Okay, and the other really bad one is the fake kind of actor. It just doesn't appear real. You're like, that's not her. That's not, she doesn't feel that. She's not feeling it. Both of those are not feeling it. But was Megan, did people look at her and think she's acting fake? Was she perceived as fake on the Ellen show? Oh, they really like her. Ooh, what's that? Was she perceived as fake? Well, on top, very emotional. Heart, they want to give her the benefit of the doubt. She has real fans. 13, 4 hearts. She has fans, and they just love her. And those people are called sugars, and there are fans of Meghan Markle, and they just love her. So that's right on the surface. And she has a solid fan base, which is good. You want a solid fan base. Incubus, succubus, diamond ring, executioner, Jacob's ladder, and butterfly. So very light, moving forward. Executioner. I'm asking, was she fake? She just like gritted her teeth and did it. Yeah, this is fake. Incubus, succubus, and 2 spades. She was just like, she was doing it just for the camera, and she had to do it. She was like forced to do it by Ellen. That's what these 3 cards are about. And it was just very late. It was all just on the surface. So yes, people perceived her as fake, which is the death knell for an actress. She's fake. So yeah, her fan base loved her. They love everything that she does. But a lot of people looked at that and says, oh, it's just on the surface. She's drinking from the baby bottle. She's crouching down and pretending to be a cat. She's making meowing sounds. She's doing the chipmunk. And when she held the crystal in front of her face, you notice she held it, she was covering her face like she was ashamed. You cover your face when you're ashamed. She looked ashamed to me in that photo that I showed you. So they felt that she was definitely not feeling it. So a lot of people are saying, the Queen is 93. Philip left. She was put in a hospital recently. A lot of people are saying this is the Queen's final Christmas. It's a big deal that Harry and Meghan are not going to Sandringham for Christmas with the royals. Of course, they're going to tape and record and film everything, and you can't trust them at all. But the Queen and the family, Will and Kate and everybody needs to see the kids. These kids, whether they're real or not, they need to see them. They need to touch them. They need to pick them up and play with them. And the other kids need to play with them. They need to be part of the family. Were they banned from Christmas? Were Harry and Meghan? Did the Queen ban Harry and Meghan from Christmas? Because it really looks like it. And that, again, is just really, really terrible. So did the Queen ban Harry and Meghan from Christmas? Let's look at the Queen and Harry and Meghan. Did she ban them? Queen, communicating. Well, very sweet. Harry and Meghan. Message. Oh, that's interesting. Well, these three cards, not part of the royal family. There's been a big change. They're just like not royal family members anymore. 19, 5 clubs. They're going to spend it. They're isolated. They love them, but they're separate and isolated. So this is the Queen. Roses, karmic relationship. She's communicating only love to them. 15, 18, 5 down. On an ongoing basis, she's communicating only love to them. It's the iron fist in the velvet glove. Only the actions are the only thing that are speaking. They never say anything but kind words. Over here with Harry and Meghan, hamster wheel, they're far away. Mustard seed, they got the message of love. 3:14, you're still part of the family. So on the surface, the royals never say anything but loving things. Your family, we love you, we support you. But underneath, they're not invited. A big change has occurred and they're really not welcome among the royals anymore. And they're separated. They're far away and separated from the royals. But they speak only loving words. So the Queen didn't say to them, you can't come. In fact, I think she invited them. It really looks like she invited them. Oh, that's so weird. Let's ask if Meghan is the one. Because this is what a narc does. A narc doesn't want you around your family because your family can, or your friends. They isolate you from everyone. They're going to steal everything. And especially they're going to steal your friends. They're going to steal all your relationship. They're going to destroy. That's what my narc did. She destroyed all of my relationships. I was like the most popular guy. I was the leader of the church, and she just destroyed all of my relationships. And it just blows my mind even today how she was able to do that, how fragile these relationships are, that it was possible to do that when I was like, I was president. I was like president. I was way up there. Everybody knew me. I was welcomed everywhere, and my narc just destroyed everything for me. And that is exactly what's happened to Harry. Harry was the most popular royal. Everybody loved him. He was everywhere. Everybody wanted to rub elbows with Harry, and now he is persona non grata. All just because there's this woman standing next to him, and she is poison. So did Meghan did Meghan stop them from going? Because it really looks like they're invited. Did Meghan stop them from going? Yes. Let's throw some more. Yeah. Wow. Yes, she stopped them. She makes she wears the pants. She made the executive decision. And this is what's best for the family, and Harry has nothing to say about it. 29. And she is transforming the situation. So this was just simply Meghan's choice. Meghan just tells Harry whatever. So what do we have here? So for the under 25 crowd, they're perceiving Harry as an actor and a liar, and it's all emotional speaking. And for that crowd, for the woke crowd, for the communists that are currently cropping up in America, which is very dangerous. Communists and fascists. You know, the Antifa people, they're fascists. They're anti-fascists. They're fascists. They're pure fascists. Just like the Nazi movement. They're pure fascists. It's absurd. They're the opposite of whatever they say. And so they don't seem, that is their demographic. The under 25 crowd is their demographic, but they're not stupid. They realize that Harry is lying. They realize that Harry is just speaking emotionally. They realize that he's manipulating them. And they mind a little bit. The older people mind more, people like who watch this channel, but they don't seem to mind that much. Was Meghan's appearance on the Ellen show a flop? It was absolutely a flop, and people believed that she was fake and false, and it was just on the surface. And that's the death knell for an actor or an actress. That's the worst. And the Queen, I believe the Queen did invite them. And it's nothing but kind words. But Meghan is just, you need an enema to open this. You need an enema to open all this up and get Meghan out of the way. And you need a hostage rescue situation. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.